spooky hello from Seoul. Hello from Seoul. So Halloween is just around the corner, and if you're curious how people celebrate Halloween in Korea, then this video is for you. And in case you're new here, welcome. My name is Victoria. I'm living in Korea for over 4 years now, and I do videos about Korean food, Korean culture, and yeah, no vlogs for now. By the way, should we do a spooky filter? I also want a cozy vibe. Spooky yet cozy Halloween vibe it is. In Korea, Halloween started to become popular in the early 2000s, and I actually asked Seung-on when he started to notice Halloween things, and he said it was when he was studying, which was around 10 years later, and it actually makes sense because here in Korea Halloween is more like a party theme for adults, dressing up, getting hammered and not so much about trick-or-treating for kids. Kids still experience trick-or-treat, but mostly in English kindergartens or English hagwons. Looking back on my 4 years here in Korea, I definitely noticed that Halloween got more popular over the years. For example, last year on Twitter the phrase Happy Halloween was trending, and I also saw a big increase in Halloween themed desserts, but we will talk about that later. Around Seoul it's also quite popular to see Halloween costumes at supermarkets or Halloween snacks and promotions at convenience shops and special decorations on the streets and in malls. So you see a lot of Halloween themed things in consumerism oriented places, but I didn't see any decorated porches. Wait, apartments don't have porches. I didn't see any decorated apartment compounds. Okay, let's go with residential areas. After all, Korea is a capitalist country, so as soon as there is an opportunity to cash in, Korea gets very creative about how to get your money. There are many promotions and sales at malls and online, and I guess it also goes hand in hand with all the Black Friday promotions that we also have here at the same time. So in comparison to Germany, on the one hand Halloween here feels a little bit smaller because there are no kids going around trick-or-treating, but at the same time I also feel like it's way bigger here than in Germany because of all the events for adults and all the Halloween themed menus at cafes and restaurants and all that. But to be honest, I don't even know what Halloween is like in Germany anymore because it's been a while. A very interesting thing that I found out while researching for this video is that in Korea the season for horror is actually summer. Most horror movies are being released during July and August, and the idea behind it is that scary stories can give you a chill and will help to cool you down during the hot and humid summer months. Did I mention that it's hot and humid during summer here in Korea? I think I did, right? And this trend of watching horror movies during the hot summer months started also around the early 2000s. Back then, Korean directors started producing more horror movies that were set to release during summer. The movie Parasite also came out at the beginning of summer and was screening here throughout the summer. As you might already know, Korea has a very big music industry. Movie, not music, also music. Okay, one more time. As you might know, Korea has a very big movie industry, one of the biggest in the world. They are actually in the top 5 among the US, China, Japan, and the UK. Yeah, I thought this was a very interesting cultural difference because in Western culture we are very influenced by pagan and Christian holidays like Samhain or All Saints, which is around October and November. That's usually the season for everything haunted and spooky. If you wanna celebrate Halloween in Seoul and you're looking for a costume, then there are a few shops where you can buy them. I will just link them down below. And you can also always find Halloween decoration at Daiso or Flying Tiger. That's actually where we bought our Halloween decoration that I didn't hang yet. And you can also get a lot of Halloweeny merch at Artbox and also at many supermarkets or also online. And it wouldn't be a proper holiday without stressed out people. Am I right? So to cover the share of that, I read a column about outrageous prices for kids' Halloween costumes in Korea. So according to this JTBC news article, unfortunately some mothers feel pressured to buy an expensive Halloween costume for their kids because other mothers do so. And the article was saying that popular costumes go for around 100,000 won, which is around 80 euros, and even up to 500,000. That sounded a little bit extreme, so I looked it up, and you can get many costumes for around 40, 50, 60, 70,000. I would say the cheaper ones are around 50,000 on average, but I'm very sure that they also have very expensive ones at department stores. You might have heard that Korean cafes are a little bit extra. You heard it here first. And so many cafes have a special Halloween menu during the Halloween season. And I'm not even talking about the obvious chains. They usually have Halloween menus, but also so many individual cafes come up with the cutest desserts for Halloween, or they add some cute Halloweeny decorations to the cakes. And it's just a small detail, but it's so adorable, and I really like how they make Halloween so cute here. I think that's another difference. In Western culture, Halloween is more spooky and realistic, and here it's definitely more cute. If you're spending Halloween in Seoul, then there are many options of cool things that you can do, starting with Halloween themed parties or pub crawls in Itaewon and Hongdae. There is also a Halloween booze cruise on the Han River, and many special scary attractions at theme parks. If you want to party for Halloween, then the place to be is without a doubt Itaewon. There are many vendors and small stalls on the street that offer spooky makeup. You can get some scars and bloods and things starting from 10,000, and for a full makeup with special effects and all the spooky boom, you pay around 50,000. And in Itaewon there's just this one huge big party going on there. You don't even need to go inside the clubs because there's already so much going on the streets, and I think it's quite a fun sight even if you're not planning on drinking or going to any club. There is this one street with the most pubs and bars, and it's quite hard to get in somewhere, but you can already see so many people on the street with all their costumes and makeup. It's quite fun for like people watching. Do I sound creepy again? If Itaewon is not your preferred area, then you can also join pub crawls in Hongdae. That's another part of the city where there is always a party going on. If you prefer a more posh experience, then there are also Halloween parties at major hotels in Seoul. They have pool parties, singing contests, and special Halloween buffets with desserts. You can check it out on the hotel's websites and book it online. If you really want to go for a hardcore party experience, then there is a Halloween festival. It's called Psycho Circus. I know that it's cancelled this year, but they had it last year and they will probably have it next year. It's basically a big festival with mainly EDM music and house and techno, dance punk and trance, and it's all horror themed, so many artists are dressed up, and they also have photo zones and Halloween mazes, and also fortune tellers, cartoonists, and bizarre characters, according to the website. To be honest, I haven't been there, so I can't really talk from experience. I like to chill. But I know that it's a very big thing and that it's very popular, and yeah. Another popular happening is the zombie run, if you prefer something sporty. It's a 3-kilometer race. You have to run away from a crowd of zombies, and if you get caught, then that costs you 1 life, and if you arrive at the goal with at least 1 life, then you made it. And you have to deliver the vaccines or something. I mean, obviously I also never experienced that, but it's also another big happening going on in Seoul during Halloween. And I think the whole event also includes a party afterwards, and the tickets go for around 45,000 won. You can also visit a theme park like Everland or Lotte World. They always get a Halloweeny spooky makeover starting from September throughout October and usually until the middle of November, and after that the Christmas season starts. Although, let's be honest, the spookiest thing at amusement parks are the food courts, and they're open all year long. I think visiting a decorated theme park is quite nice. It really helps to immerse yourself in that spooky season, and they also have parades for kids. And if you're interested how that looks like, we've been there last year and I did a little vlog about it. And Everland is just outside of Seoul, and it's also a nice place to see the fall foliage during this time of the year. If you want to take some cool spooky pictures, then there's also an abandoned amusement park in Seoul that is called Yeongma-land. You pay Manon, 10,000 won as an entry, but I have to say that the name amusement park is a little bit misleading. It's more like a little fair or carnival. In German we call that Kirmes. It's really small. It is way smaller than I thought. I saw other people recommending it on YouTube and they were very excited about it, so that's why we also went there. And when we arrived, we were thinking like, so that's it? It is a good place if you just go there for the sake of taking pictures, but not so much for going around and having fun, I think. Taking pictures is basically the only thing that you can do there. We saw a lot of cosplayers and also some photography workshops that were going on there, and you have to pay in cash, and of course no one had cash. Due of the current situation, Halloween this year will probably be quite different, but you know, this video is also for the next years, not only for this year, so that's why I'm mentioning all these things. And I think even though big events like Psycho Circus are being cancelled, you can still get into the Halloween spirit by going to cafes and trying some cute spooky dessert, or you can also go to an escape room with your friends in a small group. We will just have a little Halloween gathering with some friends here, and it makes sense to avoid big crowds. Obviously. And another thing, I think it's mainly for kids, but at Seoul Grand Park they have this Luna Mask party where you can design your own face mask and then participate in monster games. But yeah, that's mainly for kids. Seunghan, where are you going? You remind me of a mountain goat. By the way, did you know that Frankenstein is actually the name of the scientist, not of the monster creature? I didn't know. I'm shook. Not Korea related, but it's Halloween related. Yeah, I had to share that. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, Halloween is definitely getting bigger and bigger in Korea over the years. I like how they celebrate Halloween in a very Korean way here, how they localize it, and obviously I love all the cute desserts and drinks that they have at cafes here. For me, enjoying this kind of food is always so much fun. I'm a simple person. By the way, if you want to see more cute Halloweeny desserts, a friend of mine, Kaylin, she made a video about just that. I will also link it. She is the cafe queen, and I'm always taking notes with all the places that she goes to when I'm watching her videos. Are you celebrating Halloween? And if yes, what is a typical Halloween thing in your country? Let me know if you want to. Also, do you have any last minute DIY costume ideas? Because everything that my closet can offer for now is Steve Jobs or Luke from Gilmore Girls, and I'm not really feeling it. Seunghan wants to go as Rick and Morty, and I have mixed feelings about that. But it's also the first time he's dressing up for Halloween, so I don't want to ruin it. But I don't want to go as Morty. Happy Halloween, everyone! Stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time. Bye! Bye, bye, bye. Happy Halloween. This is Halloween, 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 Halloween.